Yeah, this is man versus music. You know what I'm saying? Michael Eichel in the building, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do it like this. It ain't flavor, it's fever. Niggas got penny on the wall. I'm on that. Niggas got phony on the ball. I'm on that. I'm on that. I'm on that. Yes. I'm on that, man. I'm on that.
What's going on, world? I'm Wesley from A Connection TV, the network, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And I am here again to review Real World Skeletons, all the women in the King's Court, or all the ladies in the King's Court, something like that. Tony is a gigolo. Now, y'all know I'm reviewing this as I'm watching it, so we just hit the first commercial break, and a lot of crap has happened. You know, I go from liking Alyssa and respecting Alyssa to not understanding her, because we start this episode off with Alyssa and Tony kissing. And I'm just like, Alyssa, you just came in here as like a boss kind of chick. And now you're allowing this guy that obviously slept with Madison, obviously lied to Elizabeth. Like, why? Like, I don't understand that. And of course, she's like, we have 9 years, we have history. I'm like, fuck all of that. Like, obviously, this dude is having his cake and eating it too. And I think his cake is 3 layers. And he's taking a bite out of each layer. And none of these females care. I don't understand. Like, there's no way that I could allow someone to do that to me, knowing that he's messing with someone else, clearly. Multiple people at that. And then I'm still gonna Jones for the dude? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. And so, Madison has a new friend by the name of Alyssa. And so, Alyssa is kind of giving Madison some cojones. And now Madison and Alyssa find it cute to attack Tony. But before that, I thought it was kind of fucked up how Tony, before he got demiked to take a shower, was calling Elizabeth down while he was there with Alyssa and Madison. I'm just like, that's not funny. Like, it's really not funny. Not that I really remotely am concerned about Elizabeth and her feelings, but at the same time, the only asshole in this equation is Tony. But if these girls are playing into it, like, who am I to call him an asshole? If they know and they're still trying to I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I really don't. But Madison takes it upon herself to join sides with Alyssa and interrogate Tony while he's in a shower. And, you know, Madison's like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be just playing with people's emotions and feelings like this. That's not cool, Tony. No, that's not right. And I'm like, yeah, Madison, yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, Alyssa, you was just kissing this dude. So why are you even aggravated? You just got finished kissing him. Okay, so now you and Madison are like anti-Tony. Okay, fine. Ladies, empowerment, you know, power for the ladies. And so, in this, like I said, in this situation, I can't understand Alyssa right now, but I can understand Madison. Madison has every right to be hurt. She was played. Like, completely. So she has every right to be hurt. She has every right to put her 2 cents into it. But Violetta chimes in because Violetta doesn't think Madison has any right to put her 2 cents into the situation. I'm sorry, Violetta, but yes, I do, because I was one of his victims. And up until this point, Madison has every right to say whatever the hell she wants to say. And if she's picking up a little, some sort of bravery from Alyssa, then so be it. So be it. She's been crying every fucking day up until this point. She needs to say something. So Violetta have several seats. But apparently the whole house thinks that Madison doesn't have any right to speak up against this dude and be in their business. Whatever. Y'all aren't going through what Madison is going through. So it doesn't, like, I'm like, fuck the house right now. Madison, speak your point. But of course, Violetta goes down Madison's throat, and Madison's like, okay, all right, I won't say anything. And then she walks away and she sits down on the couch like, okay, mommy scolded me. Fuck out of here. Like, I wish that I could give Madison some cojones so that she could have it throughout the whole entire house, because it just doesn't make sense to me how she just, like, Violetta and Sylvia says jump and Madison is like, how high? Like, at least that's the vibe that I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, these girls aren't the angels of the house. Like, they're not the authors of how a woman should act accordingly. So it's, for me, I'm like, how are they even telling this girl like what to do and how to feel and when should she speak? Like, it doesn't make sense. But, you know, Madison and Alyssa are cool or whatever. Alyssa apologized because she's like, you know, I've been dealing with this dude for a long time. And Violetta's like, how long is long? And then Alyssa's like, 9 years. And then Via's like, okay, well, I guess. I'm like, yo, like, how are y'all, like, I just don't understand. Like, they have this air like, okay, then fine, it's good because y'all have 9 years. Then yeah, you can act, what? Like, this does not make any sense to me. Jason and Bruno are having a great little laugh because they're enjoying this whole situation, and I'm just lost. I'm lost in translation because I don't understand why Elizabeth just doesn't leave. I don't understand, like, at this point, I don't understand why Elizabeth just doesn't leave. I just don't get it. Elizabeth's petrified of Alyssa, but she's still in the house. And all the while, I'm like, okay, is this for the cameras? Elizabeth was just telling these people that they're acting and putting on. Is she still on for the cameras? Anyways, they all go out, and Tony gets by through dealing with women. We see this. His Achilles heel is women. So he's flirting and jonesing and kissing on cheeks and random chicks all over the club. And Alyssa's like, see, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. And you see this? I feel sorry for you, to Elizabeth. I feel sorry for you. No, no, no. You can't feel sorry for her because you were just kissing the dude before. Like, see, this is when we start to derail. Because I'm here for you one moment, but then you fuck up in a couple hours because of whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. But she's saying she feels for Elizabeth. Does Elizabeth know you were just kissing the dude outside? I don't think she does. So you don't really feel for her. Like, I'm lost. And so Madison's drunk. Tony's drunk. They're still attracted to each other. Madison doesn't even think about anything that fucking happened the last couple of days. And she gets a weak moment and she kisses Tony. What the fuck? Like, I just don't understand. Like, is Tony's thing gargantuan and do they really love him like that? Because I don't see what Tony has that makes these women do the stupid things that they're doing. For example, Alyssa rises coattails and then kisses him. Madison rises coattails, cries, gets brave, cries some more, and then kisses him. Elizabeth calls him fake and says he's an actor on the show, but she's still there. Like, I don't understand. But Madison kisses this dude after just basically going through hell emotionally. And then Alyssa gets pissed at Madison. And Alyssa says, you know what? This is why I probably won't like you. This is why I probably won't like this bitch. Because, I mean, and I vibe with Alyssa, but Alyssa, shut up. Because you just got finished kissing this dude too. And then gonna smile up in Elizabeth's face. So, like, all these girls but Elizabeth are in the wrong. At least right now, because it just doesn't make sense to me. But I gotta go back and watch the rest of this shit now. And I've already spent 8 minutes talking about this dumb shit. But I'll be right back. Okay, I know y'all already heard or saw the tweets or whatever the fuck have you. Even somebody Instagram tweeted me about this particular fight with Madison. Now I'm thinking to myself, because y'all already know they said that this fight happened with them before the exes even got there. I don't see how that's possible. Because I'm like, Tony, they all had on this, I'm trying to look to see, but in my head, they all had on the same shit. Tony, Jason, all of them just had on the same shit. We just saw them in the club. But now they're saying that the exes wasn't there. So I'm like, wait a minute, huh? And then Violetta was talking about what happened with Madison and the other girl, homegirl, while dude was taking a shower. So how weren't the exes there? Like, I just don't, I'm confused. But this shit is crazy. Obviously, they're all drunk. But it's nice to see. It's nice to see that Madison is able to stick up for herself. It's really nice to see, because Madison was like, what are you talking about, get in your face? What are you talking about? You want me to get in your face? You want me to get in your face? That was hot. Because Violetta prances around the house like a boss chick. And you know, there are moments where I give Violetta a lot of respect because her loyalty is thick. But then there are situations where Violetta makes no fucking sense whatsoever, and she bosses around like she's God's gift. You know, if she didn't have that, she would be the bomb-ass roommate to have. But this shit right here, with her getting in Violetta's, Madison's face about her, and if her ex comes and she takes sides with her skeleton or whatever the fucking case may be, I'm like, Violetta, sit down, have several fucking seats. And I love the fact that Madison dug in that ass, although Madison can't really fight. But it was hot that Madison got up to take charge. I love the fact that Nicole was wanting to break up the situation, but Bruno was holding Nicole back. Why? Like, why weren't y'all stopping these girls from fighting, especially Tony's ass? Like, I was confused why Bruno was holding Nicole. Why? Why was Bruno holding Nicole back? Because I don't think that Nicole would have allowed that to happen. I think Nicole wanted to break up the situation because Violetta put hands on Madison first. And of course, because Sylvia's out getting jonesed by Jason, Jason's like, I love you, I love you. She sees Violetta getting attacked and she automatically comes in and pulls down Madison. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, what the hell? Like, y'all don't even like... Okay, like I said, on one side, Violetta and Sylvia, their bond is thick. Nobody's breaking up their fucking bond. Great. But Sylvia, you don't even know what the fuck is happening right now. And do you really think, of all people, Madison is just gonna attack Violetta for no fucking reason? So your immediate reflex is just to yank the bitch down and put her in a chokehold. This shit is crazy to me. I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen, and I really don't see how the exes were not there. I just don't get it, but whatever. Editing is a motherfucker. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what they were saying about editing, but Alyssa clearly comes out during the whole fight. So if all the exes weren't there at the time, I don't know how the hell are they able to say all the exes weren't there? I don't understand that concept. Editing is that fucking good for them to have that situation occur before the exes got there, but Alyssa miraculously appears. I don't know. Maybe I'm that stupid. I can't see. I can't connect the Dalmatian dots because I can't figure out how the exes were not there and they jumped this girl. Oh my God. I can't believe this. I feel bad for Madison. Like, I really do. Now she's talking about she wants to leave. There is no reason for Violetta to have placed hands on her. And she's sitting here talking about thug life. Thug life, I don't care, fuck that bitch, I don't care. Okay, fine. They're probably saying that they're drunk or whatever the case may be, but point blank period, it was wrong. It was wrong. And now Alyssa is sitting here saying, oh, she's fake, all that shit she was doing at the bar, she's fake. Okay, Alyssa, you did the same shit. You came in, said that you were here to attack the boy, and then you kiss him. So... And then you're trying to be buddy-buddy with Elizabeth. So y'all all are screwed up in the fucking dome. Like, I just don't understand. This shit is crazy to me. Out of everyone, I honestly think that the roommates should stick together through and through. There was no reason for Violetta to put her hands on Madison. There was no reason for Sylvia to come in and jump in this situation. She didn't restrain Madison. She yanked the broad, pulled her down, and chokehold her. For what? Because nobody's gonna put their hands on Violetta. I told you, nobody's gonna put their hands on Violetta. Violetta should have put her fucking hands on Madison. That's it. Madison was just defending herself. I like how Nicole went after Madison and kind of had her back in the whole situation. I like that Tony was there for Madison as well. But I mean, this shit is retarded. And I'm still confused as to how the editing... I don't know, but I gotta watch this episode. This is a good episode. I hope Madison doesn't leave because she has no reason to. She really doesn't. The producers aren't playing. They called Sylvia and said, look, I'm gonna need y'all. I don't think y'all know what really took place last night, so I'm gonna need y'all to carry y'all ass upstairs and go look at the damn video in the video room. Gather all of my fucking roommates, go look at the fucking video and take a look at this shit. Real World is good. Real World is good. Okay, so Jason and Alyssa were drunk. Tony hooked up with Elizabeth after trying to console and comfort Madison. And so they do their thing. Alyssa's looking for him. They walk out and do the shame, the walk of shame out of the laundry room. I wonder if they had a condom bowl and lube in the laundry room. Like, what is going on in this house? And so Alyssa's like, oh yeah, oh really, oh yeah. Meanwhile, Madison is trying to sleep. Alyssa's like, fuck all this. Then she goes and flirts with Jason. Jason rubs her back. Alyssa the next day is like, I'm not about that hookup life. Whatever. I'm glad they didn't do anything because that's just a mess. That's a hot mess. And so what happened after that? Madison wakes up. She's feeling like completely like shit. I still don't get where the editing fucking played a part. I don't get how the editing played a part in all this. The exes weren't there. I don't get it. So, the next day, Sylvia is trying to justify her actions to Violetta. No, shouldn't touch my friend. Don't touch my friend. And Violetta's like, yeah, I did the mush of death or something like that. Mush her out, I don't like you. Whatever. Like, you can't validate what you did. You just can't do that. The two of you are in the fucking wrong, and Nicole knows it. Nicole approached Sylvia, but I think Nicole kind of like backed off because she was like, it's not my fight, but Sylvia, that was fucked up what you did. Sylvia, it was fucked up what you did. Point blank, period. It was fucked up what you did. Because you all are roommates. If you honestly care for Madison, was willing to throw all that shit, all of Elizabeth's shit out on the side because Madison was crying or whatever, okay, great, just stick it up for her. Obviously, there is a reason why a fight is breaking out. Because you don't know what the fuck is going on, separate the two. Separate the two. Or do nothing. But separate the two. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I can't wait to see what happened when the producers... when the producers go ahead and they look at this video, I want to see their reactions. Because this shit was fucked up. Okay, so they watch the video, and I'm a bit annoyed because they're laughing and they're acting like everything's funny. And I just realized that all of these individuals are under 25. And so I have to take a step back and reevaluate what I am watching. And so I say to myself, relax. Get through the whole episode and let's see what happens. Let's see the reactions once they finish watching this video. So they finish watching the video and Nicole is disgusted. And she says to them that, congratulations, y'all fucking act like assholes on television. Like, congratulations, y'all are idiots. And she walks off. Kudos to you, Nicole. Sylvia says, I'm not going to apologize for what I did because I would have did the same thing back home. Violetta needs to apologize because she had no right to hit you, but I'm not going to apologize. The fuck? The fuck, Sylvia? Okay, so you would have did the same thing at home, but do you not realize that if you react without thinking... Anyways, obviously she doesn't because she gets through the whole episode and offers Madison a beer and says, you know what, I would have did the same thing for you, so that's just how I am and everybody has to deal with it. Okay, great that you'll stick up for people that you feel that you want to stick up for, but come on, like, really, Sylvia? So Violetta, she apologizes in the way that she knows how to apologize, and she says that she was disgusted by her actions and all of that, and Madison's like, were you really? Because you were smiling after it. You know, Madison, I'm Team Madison throughout this whole situation. I really am. And once again, I have to realize that these individuals are under 25. So the going back and forth with their emotions and doing that, even I go back and forth with my emotions. So we're human. So I get all of that. I get all of that. Now, let's do my my roommate analysis. Bruno, he's in the clear. I have nothing to say piss poor about Bruno. He's a cool dude. I don't ever need to see Carla again, you know, because I feel that how he handled the situation with Sylvia wasn't the best, but he made peace with it. They both made peace with it. They're amicable and they're able to converse. And I think that he was very mature in doing that. Jason, I can't wait to see how his skeletons are going to allow him to lash out, because we've seen moments where he gets upset, he gets irate, but then he realizes that he was wrong and he makes amends and he apologizes. And he's kind of like the upstanding gentleman in this group. Tony is a playboy, but he's young, so he's realizing the error in his ways as he coasts through this. And I like the fact that Elizabeth and Alyssa were able to reconnect the Dalmatian dots and say, okay, I need to grow up too. And so they leave the situation being better. So that's great. Tony cares for the individuals in the house. He definitely cares for Madison. And I, at this point, don't think that he wants to continue to play with Madison's emotions. Madison, I love her down. She's great. She sees the good in people. She's willing to understand people. She's willing to accept apologies. She's very mature in that retrospect. In that regard, I give her the utmost respect. Madison, I feel that you need to definitely continue to stick up for yourself, because no one is going to do it for you all of the time. And when you stick up for yourself, you really prove why I'm Team Madison. So I'm definitely Team Madison. Nicole, I'm all for her. Like she's a great gal. I love her accent. I love her sense of loyalty, and I love her sense of commitment to her roommates and to self. So I'm definitely Team Nicole. Violetta, she has a lot of growing up to do. Sylvia, she has a lot of growing up to do. She really does. And I think that's everybody in the house that I stated. I'm Team Nicole, I'm Team Madison, I'm Team Jason. Those are my three faves. Those are definitely my three faves. Bruno is cool as shit, you know. But yeah, those are my four faves, let me say that. Yeah. I don't know about y'all. What do y'all think about this particular episode? Rosazi says Tony showed himself. Madison needs to put a bow on it and run. Zaro Platito says that this was the best episode of the season so far. By the way, Violetta Skeleton is 2 episodes away. Tamika J says they have those fake VAJJs on Groupon for like $10. Oh God. Socially Awkward says, like, what the fuck was Jason doing? Getting all buff and uptight. He was being extra. And Tony's acting like he's stressed from doing homework, but he caused all his drama. Mo Baby 1975 says, I live for the Madison voice. Thank you. Foofiness Blinky says, what is Nicole Skeleton? She's the wonky, what? She's the one I care about along with Jason and Bruno. Oh, she's the only one I care about. Okay. I'm curious to figure out what's going on with Nicole's skeleton too. Foofy, Blinky. Just watch 121. I don't feel bad for Madison. She acts like a child, and maybe I just have a low tolerance for a grown woman who acts like a baby. Also, Tony can only play them if they allow it. They all talk shit, but still want him. Women, did y'all read what he said? Because you all do that. Oh, drown deep. And it's true. It's true. And Avison98 says, Jason has issues. I'm sure his skeleton will reveal just how crazy his ass is. I can't wait to see the rest of the skeletons, but I definitely do want to see what's going on in Nicole's closet. I'm Wesley from A Connection TV, the network. Thank you guys for watching my review. Please share it and tweet the people. Tweet them. I want to interview Madison. Madison follows me for some strange reason. So I would love to interview Madison. Y'all need to tweet her and tell her that, because I'm sure a lot of people are tweeting her. But I would love to interview Madison, Jason, Bruno, and Nicole. Sylvia, Violetta, and Tony, cool, but I'm sure they don't gel with my review, so I don't know how an interview would go. But I definitely would love to interview them, because I'd like to nitpick at every instance that's occurring in this house. I definitely vibe with Sylvia on the whole Bruno thing, though. I really do. Deuces.
Yeah, this is Man vs. Music. You know what I'm saying? Michael Eiffel in the building, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do it like this. It ain't flavor, it's fever. Niggas got penny on the wall. I'm on that. Niggas got phony on the ball. I'm on that. I'm on that.